With the release of the endgame promotional LTM, we were given a few different superhero skins. But this now begs the question, what about the rest of the heroes? And moreover, will we ever find out why Thanos is so unnecessarily dummy thick? Here are the top 10 most popular Fortnite superhero skins that we need. Well, we don't really need them, but like if they don't add them, I'm gonna cry and send them a strongly worded letter in the mail signed, I want to be Spider-Man. But let me hear in the comments which superheroes you guys would like to see if we didn't include it in this video, because I know I'm leaving out some of the underrated guys from the comics. Let's get some MCU versus DC conversations going down below. Hit that thumbs up with the top comment. You know, maybe Epic will see this video. Who knows? And if any of these skins get put into the game because they saw this video, don't forget to use code T5G in the item shop when purchasing them if you end up picking any of them up. With that being said, let's get into the number 10 spot. Deadpool. At number 10 is a skin that should desperately be added into Fortnite, like right now. And while it isn't exactly a superhero, Deadpool is definitely not a villain. This anti-hero is one of the most famous comic book characters on the planet at the moment, thanks to Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of him. Yeah, not that one. Deadpool's wit and ability to heal any injury, like Wolverine's, isn't the only thing that makes him a great character. His costume is especially cool, with the mix of red and black along with a cool utility belt. The simplicity is underrated in this outfit. Deadpool also has 2 katana blades on his back, which would make a really awesome back bling. It would be a much cooler version of Kuno's back bling, the dual kama. Deadpool's set could even include a chimichanga glider or something like that. This concept by Never Extinct proposes that Deadpool has a paper bag glider, kick me back bling, and this guy emote. Either way, it'd be really cool to see any of these ideas added into the game. I also love the Deadpool comics, and in them, he actually has lots of different types of suits that he switches between depending on the comic. Some of these variants could be possibly unlockable with challenges. In one comic, he even has a pirate costume. Let us know what you think. And if you're a fan of Deadpool, what variants of his costume you'd love to see in Fortnite. Number 9 is Batman. Of course, we just had to add Batman in here. He's the most famous superhero of all time, and lots of people love him, and lots of people don't. Sure, he hasn't got any superpowers, but his costume is his power, and that is why he would make an absolutely fantastic Fortnite skin. It's all in the outfit, my friends. Similar to Deadpool, there are lots of different versions of Batman from The Dark Knight to the classic 1966 Adam West Batman, and with such a range to choose from, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly which one to add. So maybe the most recent Batman costume, which is Ben Affleck, or maybe just a more vague costume, which doesn't belong to any version of Batman, but is still clearly his suit. With Star-Lord, the skin that Fortnite added looked nothing like Chris Pratt, but was still a very good outfit and matched the character regardless of having a different haircut and colors. So maybe the same could be done for Batman to add equality. This concept, from Tanooks, shows a mix between the Dark Knight Batman and an original design that includes a dark cape back bling and a grappling hook pickaxe. Very interesting choices, but the design of the caped Crusader looks fantastic. I'd love to see Batman in Fortnite and run around as him, maybe pulling out the Oh, it got vaulted. Maybe in creative. We just want to be Spider-Man, so you should put the grappler back in the game. Done. Number 8, The Flash. The Flash is often an overlooked character when it comes to superheroes, and while he has his own amazing show, we don't actually see much of him as we do a lot of the other heroes. However, it's not just the Flash's ability to run faster than anything that makes him so appealing. That bright red and yellow costume stands out so much that it's super iconic at this point, with the bright yellow lightning bolts all over the outfit and those shoes that are probably the combination of dishwashing gloves and rain boots. It's quite a ridiculous costume when you think about it, but it would be a really cool thing to put on your Fortnite character, and it could maybe come with some cool emotes to do with running or electricity. As for a back bling, that'd be hard to think of one that could go with this outfit, as the Flash doesn't usually have anything on his back. Maybe an animated lightning bolt? It could look just like the lightning bolt in the Percy Jackson films. How cool of a pickaxe would that be? Let us know what ideas you'd have for a Flash set in the comments. That being said, we're going to move on. Green Arrow's at number 7 in this list, and he's also quite overlooked compared to someone like Spider-Man or Superman. Quite similarly to the Green Lantern, the Arrow wears a mix of dark and light green, which makes sense because he's the Green Arrow, not the red or purple Arrow. The costume is quite cool, actually, and looks like a mix between Robin Hood and classic Aquaman. It has a simple look, but also is pretty detailed. Epic could hide references on the belt to the character's backstory, like Star-Lord's cassette tape on his skin. The set could also include a back bling, which is a quiver holding arrows, an emote where the character fires about 5 arrows at once into the air or something. Unlike the others on this list so far, Green Arrow's costume doesn't change much throughout comics and TV. It's all still pretty much a green cloak with a bow and arrow. It wouldn't be hard for Epic Games to pull this off. It would be a really nice, simple superhero skin to add into the game. And in at number 6, we've got Wonder Woman. At number 6 is an extremely iconic superhero with a costume that would fit into Fortnite so perfectly. Wonder Woman is loved across tons of generations, and bringing her iconic look into the game as a skin would be incredible. The costume would include her classic tiara on her head. She also uses a boomerang in some cases. The backbling for the Wonder Woman skin could be her shield with her sword put inside of it for safekeeping. With a critically acclaimed film that came out 2 years ago, she still remains a highly talked about superhero. What's even more interesting about a potential Wonder Woman skin is that Epic Games clearly have been inspired by her before. Season 4's Battle Pass had a theme of superheroes back in the day, and the skin in Tier 71 was Valor. Valor looks questionably like Wonder Woman with some different colors. So really, all Epic Games would need to do is change the colors, tweak some parts of the clothes, and then we'd have Wonder Woman in the game. I'd personally love to play Fortnite with the Wonder Woman skin because I feel like it fits the theme of the game very well when compared to some of the other superheroes, and Epic Games have pretty much already added her in, so why not make it her this time though? Either way, I can dream. And number 5 on this list is Wolverine, the most famous member of the X-Men and a very popular superhero. His abilities are pretty similar to Deadpool, who he shares the universe with and even talks to in some comics and movies. Wolverine can heal any injury, but he can also grow metal claws, which are sharper than anything and unbreakable due to the material that they're made from, as well as his skeleton. Because of this, he's pretty much Edward Scissorhands, but with a bright yellow costume. This costume may look like a beat, but it would fit well into Fortnite with the vibrant colors of the map and wacky outfits all around. Wolverine's mask would look great on a Fortnite character, and I'd have fun running around with the skin equipped or even just dancing in the lobby with it. An emote could involve extending the claws from your hands. That would be cool and let you show off to your friends in the lobby. I'd definitely love to see someone in a Wolverine costume running around with a pump shotgun. Wolverine is currently quite popular due to the release of Logan, where Hugh Jackson retired his portrayal of the character for good. We'll miss you, buddy. We'll miss you. And at number 4, we've got Daredevil. Coming in at number 4 is Daredevil, a superhero who's quite unknown until the Netflix original show released and blew up to huge success. Daredevil, also known as Matt Murdock, is a blind man who has the ability to fight extremely well using his other senses to find enemies even better than he would with his own sight. Daredevil's costume is quite simple and has quite a few variations, but in the end, most of the costumes have the same idea. They're all red with a mask that completely covers the eyes and just leaves your mouth and nose out. Daredevil is very similar to Batman in his skills at fighting and wearing a cowl. The baton and the other weapons that Daredevil uses could be on the skin's leggings or belt as a cool nod to the character. The back bling could be his baton if it's not on his belt, and the skin could come with challenges that allow you to unlock a variant, which is the Daredevil that just uses rags over his face and wears a sweatshirt. I'm sad the show got canceled, but maybe the memory can live on in Fortnite if Epic Games decides to add him into the game. I think that the skin would look cool in a match or the lobby menu. But in at number 3, we've got the Punisher. Dropping in at number 3 on the list is the Punisher, aka Frank Castle. Like Deadpool, the Punisher is not exactly a superhero, and he's pretty much on the edge of being a villain. However, Castle is an anti-hero, as he does some pretty awful things, but only to bad guys. So it's the thought that counts. Kinda. Not really. The Punisher's costume. I'm dying. Is one of the greatest looks you can get when it comes to a gritty, I'm going to kill everyone kind of dude. He wears all black, something which would be good for a Fortnite skin, as you wouldn't stand out across the map, as well as wearing simple military gear and wearing bulletproof vests and military boots. The Punisher is currently getting quite popular, as he was also in Daredevil's Netflix show as well as his own, both of which are now sadly canceled. It wouldn't be hard to add him into the game as a skin, as seen in this concept by Ozo, because all the military stuff is already on a lot of default skins. All you'd need to do was make it black and put a huge Punisher skull logo on the torso, and voila! I'd absolutely buy this if this was a skin in a heartbeat. You can pair it with a baseball bat, pickaxe, and maybe a minigun as a back bling. That would be so dope. What ideas do you have for a Punisher set? Would you buy it? We'd love to know, and we'd love to see. Number 2, the Human Torch. At number 2 is the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four. The Human Torch, also known as Johnny Storm, is a superhero that can set himself on fire instantly, fly, not be ashamed by fire, and also control fire around him with his mind. The reason the Human Torch would be an absolutely incredible skin to purchase is that you could possibly buy him in his Fantastic Four outfit, but then a challenge variant of the skin could be when he's fully engulfed in flames, and it's just a walking torch like Ghost Rider or something. Sure, you'd alert every enemy you walk by because you're so obvious, but it's worth it if I can be on fire. I mean, imagine how cool you look walking around on fire. I'd kill for a fully animated skin like that. We've seen animated skins before with the Prisoner and Malice, but a fully fire skin like the Human Torch would blow everyone away. Number 1, Venom. And number 1 is Venom, or the version of Venom which possesses Eddie Brock. Venom is one of the coolest looking anti-heroes you can come across. While Deadpool and the Punisher have pretty cool costumes, they aren't walking around looking like something as amazing as Venom. Venom is a gooey alien which looks a small bit like a matte black Spider-Man, but it has huge white eyes, tons of sharp teeth, and extremely long tongue. I'd get nightmares if I saw this thing chasing me around Pleasant Park. If Venom was a Fortnite skin, I'd pay top dollar to add him to my locker because he's frankly the coolest looking character around with the release of the film Venom. He's getting more and more popular with fans around the world. And yes, Venom includes the Spider-Man version of him. Also, this list is subjective and not really in that specific of an order, so let's just say it's not in any specific order, even though we did... Okay. All right. You know what's going on here. Click the like button if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Push notifications on. Be sure to use code T5G in the item shop when purchasing anything. Join the Discord. Join it right now. Do that, and you know where you're keeping it. Top 5 Gaming. Top 5 Gaming's where it's at, baby. Peace on the streets. Unless, of course, you live somewhere else.